Cedar Rapids today is a place that understands our history and where we've been, but right now we're in a position to look forward. There was a devastating flood in 2008 that wiped out a lot of the business here, and a lot of people lost their homes, and it was a really trying time for our community.
Certainly the flood became a rallying cry for the citizens to not just rebuild Cedar Rapids, but to try and rebuild it better.
If you did an efficiency analysis of the American high school, you'd never fund it. But we do, to the tune of billions of dollars a year. I'm not saying they're worthless, like you produce really smart people, but like they produce a few smart people of the millions of people who go to them. Like that's not okay. Iowa Big, it's an experience-based high school. It's a project-based high school. The goal is to help students develop a resume that is unique. You could just do a job shadow, but really we want to place you in that industry.
My GPA is not the only thing going on my college application, because I know that I have life experiences because of Big.
This project came to us because a kid wanted to build it, and then the stormwater department came to us and said, hey, like we have this huge salinity problem. Will you build something that will measure our standing water, will measure our stormwater drains? Oh, it's got way better control.
Yeah, it's turning just fine now. Hopefully we can do water testing in more areas and sort of build a better drone to do it. Right now it's remote control, eventually we want it to be autonomous.
Solving something that's a real world problem, it just kind of gives you that extra drive to help get that done.
The idea that teachers create fake problems is so silly to me. Like your community has infinity problems that are all way better than that math problem.
My sophomore year, I really struggled to even get to class. Without Iowa Big's education and the chance I had here, I don't think I would have continued my education.
I hope they are rehumanized by our experience just a little bit. Like go from ranked and sorted, believing themselves to be winners and losers at 16. And I like watching that dissolve. It's just crazy to see people happy and learning. And the fact that that's crazy is what's crazy.
Iowa Big empowers me. It's given me the time and the resources to do the things I never thought I could do.
There's going to be a kid every now and again who doesn't look like the rest of the kids going to school. To have a teacher who looks like you, who is also a good educator, you cannot place a value on that. What we need is to show our kids models of people of color, of women, people of different backgrounds and religious views that have also achieved. That will go a long way in the success of that person in helping them achieve all that they can become.
All right, so grab your paper and pen or pencil. Your first task is to start writing some sort of poem. In that poem, in some way, shape, or form, incorporate one thing about your identity. Give yourselves permission to play around with ideas.
The Hook is a nonprofit organization that's designed to give people of various ages an opportunity to tell their true stories using performance poetry and live creative storytelling.
Hi, I'm Muslim. I've been conditioned to feel ashamed. I've been conditioned to carry the weight of blame for the crimes of extremists who claim that they are examples of my religion.
The Hook is in part named because of a poem that uses metaphor and symbolism to talk about how we're all fish and some of us get caught on a hook. That hook symbolizes a traumatic experience, perhaps. And the thrashing, once you're caught, is the emotional or physical manifestation of the trauma.
I am a queen. I am the kid who wears glitter eyeliner.
Too often we don't work to see what the hook is. So we see some kids as troubled. Well, what is the thing that creates the behavior?
It didn't hurt going down, but it was that one gulp that brought me so close to my final moments. My eyes felt glued shut.
Performance poetry, it's traditionally a form of poetry that youth and minorities use to talk about injustice. When kids come into this space and they have an opportunity to share these things that they don't have an opportunity to talk about in an academic environment. They open up with each other pretty quickly, and that's awesome.
The stuff that I was writing about is things that I think every day.
Isn't it sort of nice to have an opportunity to write about things that we think about every day?
Yeah. My parents have such high expectations for me, and like, what if I don't reach them and just...
It's very, very easy for kids to feel lost in the city, to feel like they're not valued. Poetry for them is a way to value themselves.